RCA Victor and its dealers present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
John Hinsey, would you
Yes,
step
Ollie.
in for a moment, please? I need your help for just a second, if you don't mind.
All right, Ollie.
Oh, you've got your earphones on.
Yes.
What do you hear from the control room?
Nothing right now.
They're watching the show. That's nice.
Yes.
Now, John, I want you to stay here a minute now.
All right.
You may look in the camera a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Your family watching?
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so, too. Now, John, wait a minute. That's a mouthful.
You want me to take this?
Yeah. Now, I want you to put it right down there on the floor, just a little, right in there. Don't hit the light. Just the other side of the.
You want me just to throw it?
No, don't throw it. No, just
No.
place it. I'm going to do the throwing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Splendid chap.
Right here, Ollie?
Yes, you bet. I would ordinarily make him say, Ollie, Chief Sir, but there's a special reason why I want him on my side today. You're a fine boy, John.
Thank you, Ollie.
You're welcome. Hello, Jack.
Hi, Ollie.
How are you today, boy?
Good. Did you have a
Old
nice
fella?
weekend?
I certainly did. Did you have a nice time?
Wonderful.
And how are your dear little girls?
Swell.
Well, that's good. And your dear sweet wife, mine, she's a lovely girl.
Well, thank you.
A fine homemaker and pretty, too. And the dearest little family. Yes, they're sweet girls. Yes, indeed. Everybody in the whole crew has such nice families. Real fine. How old are your little girls, Jack?
Approximately 4 and 5.5.
Mm-hmm. How old do you have to be to vote?
Around 21, Ollie.
Well, say hello to them for me.
Okay.
Hugh?
Yes.
You way over there in the corner.
Yes,
Hugh, he's our announcer. Hugh Downs. You. How's everything with you?
Splendid.
Have any 21-year-old children?
No, not that old.
Mm-hmm. Well, say hello to them for me. Let's see now. I can't see it. John, move that ring in just a little closer.
All right.
That's better, thank you. Well, let's see. How will this do? I'll go. Okay, fellas? That's not very good. Should be more of a... I don't think that a little beanie like... Beanie? What am I saying? What a fool. You know, I could throw this in. Let's see. Okay, men and fellow constituents. You know, that pork pie just doesn't look right in there. It's too much dash, a little too much use. I think I need a little more dignity. Let me see. How would my garden hat be? Oh, that's no good. It's too floppy. It won't land with a nice smack. Ah, I have it. Wait, what are you doing with the top hat? Oh, Kook, I'm glad you came. I'm just practicing. What? Throwing my hat in the ring. Oh, did you win yet? No, it's sort of symbolic, but I decided to bring the old practice back, and so here I go. Wait, we paid lots of money for this. It's my hat. Came out of our budget. Don't throw it. It's got a special spring in it. It might bounce back. Heavens, I wouldn't want that to happen. Besides, it might hurt it. Well, what's this hat in the ring business? Well, when we go to Washington this week, I thought I would announce my candidacy right there. Your what? Is that I'm willing to be a candidate. For what? This kid doesn't read the papers. He doesn't watch the television. He doesn't even listen to the radio. For the presidency. Of what? The Musicians Union. Oh, you don't mean... Yes, I thought as long as we were going to Washington this week and visit down there with all our friends, there'd be no greater time than to just toss my hat in the ring and get the support of all those fellas down there. I think it would be grand. Why do it here in Chicago? Do it there where it makes a bigger splurge. I hate to tell you this, but... Now listen, you're not going to dissuade me because I've decided that I'm going to run. After all, I have a chance. Well, not in Washington because we're not going. You're not going to Washington? I thought we were going down there for the press banquet. Mr. Truman and Margaret were going to be there and all our friends in the press. Well, it's been postponed. What a miserable time for them to change their minds. Just when I was going to...
Ollie, you're not going to go through this again. Remember, in 1940, you tried it?
I was just running for vice president then.
Well, and then in 1944, you tried it? And then again in 48?
I wasn't as well known in 1948 as I am now. We weren't on the network. People, country over, didn't know me. It's entirely different now. The situation's different. The country needs a leader, and I'm ready.
Ollie, don't you think you're presuming a little?
No.
But all these other times, and it didn't work.
I don't know. Might work this time. After all, I'm not going to give up. Take my hat down. I'm not going to throw it in the ring now.
Well, it's an entirely different arrangement. You can't just go out and announce yourself that you're going to be running for president. You've got to have support.
I have support.
Which party?
Well, I don't know yet which party. I have to make up my mind. I want to talk to the boys first and see which ones, really want to support me. And if they don't want to support me, we'll start a new party.
Oh, come on.
No, it's been done before. Can be done again. The Dragon Party. Oh, that's it. The Dragon Party.
Oh, but Ollie, it's nonsensical.
It's not nonsensical at all. After all, Mr. Stassen, Mr. Eisenhower, Mr. Taft are in it, and maybe Mr. Kefauver.
Gesundheit.
Hmm?
I thought you sneezed.
No. Honestly, Kukla. Oh, Jack, you understand what I mean. You see, I can't get anywhere around here. I might as well be with a different troop somewhere.
But you have to be on the primaries before.
I know all that.
You have to get signatures of people from different counties on petitions, and then you have to run in the primaries.
I know all that.
But you have to make up your mind which party you're on. With.
Let the party make up their mind about me. That's what I'd say. I'll be by the punch bowl. Let them come to me.
Oh, Ollie,
I've already got my campaign manager and everything. And I thought that maybe if you were nice, maybe you could be postmaster.
I don't want to be postmaster.
Oh, you don't want to be postmaster?
No, I don't.
Well, all right, I'll find some other. Jack?
Yeah?
Are you interested in being postmaster?
Not at this time, Ollie.
You'll be sorry. I'll be sorry.
Well, have you got all these names?
Yes, they're being arranged now by my campaign manager.
Who's your campaign manager?
Beulah Witch.
Why?
She'll carry North Carolina for me.
What about Colonel Cracky?
I'm depending upon him for the rest of the South. Now, just think it over, kid. Come along in the dragon wagon with me.
That's an old campaign cry. Come along in the dragon wagon. We went through that before. Ollie, you didn't do terribly well in those days. Ollie? Oh, well, it's up to him. I suppose he has perfect right, don't you suppose, Jack?
Yeah, it's his right.
I wish Fran were here. When Fran is here, those things don't happen. He doesn't get so carried away.
The new radio is here.
New radio? I didn't know.
They're both here. We have 2 new radios. Oh, yes, I got a fine little RCA Victor radio for your room.
What for? I mean, not that I don't want an RCA Victor radio, but I do have one,
Well, I wanted you to have this very latest model. Listen to the election returns.
Oh, fine, Fletcher. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh. Hey, this is a new model.
You bet it is. This is called the Blaine.
A Blaine. That's wonderful. It's for my table right next to my bed. That'd be just wonderful.
It has a standard broadcast band, and I thought you'd like this smart plastic cabinet. This is in maroon, of course, but you can get it in ivory or white.
Well, I do like the moon. I do enjoy it.
It has AC/DC operation, so we can take it with us on our trips when we're making our campaign speeches.
What?
Oh, yes, we can.
Well, are you going?
Oh, I've been asked to assist. Yes, indeed. Now, here's another thing I thought you might like for the living room. It's right over here.
Oh. Oh, say, that's a beauty.
That's a Livingston. That's an AM/FM table model radio, but it has a huge 8-inch speaker, you see, and it has a magnificent tone. Really, it's unprecedented tone in a table radio.
Precedent. We're certainly getting the elections today.
And I thought you might like to have that very much for the living room.
Well, I would, Fletcher. I really would. I like to hear all my programs on RCA Victor radios, but, I'm not sure about this election business.
You wait and see. We're all working on it. I've signed the petition. Yes, indeed, I have.
Jack, where was I when all this started?
I don't know. Where were you earlier?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I have a big surprise for you tomorrow. Remember I told you the big surprise that's going to happen?
Yes, I know. Well, as long as a trip has been postponed to Washington, I better get started right here. Send Bulowitz to me, will you, please?
You bet, Chief.
You don't have to call me Chief, kid. Is he 21?
I don't know. Better ask him.
Are you 21?
I don't give out my age.
Call me Chief. Let me see now. Oh, I wonder how we're doing. Hey, constituent.
Hello! Good! Whoops. We must never be undignified. We must always be on our dignity. I don't like the way you're wearing your hair, dear. You're never going to win an election that way. Got to let it grow long and part it. Yes, indeed you do.
Bueller do it.
Yes, now, I've groomed them before, and I'm going to groom them again. Now, here, I've got a few messages for you. Now, listen to this. This is a little campaign song, Jack. We're all for, Oliver is for all. He finally got the message. Yes, he heard his country's call. All for, Oliver is for all. As president, he guarantees we all will have a ball. Now, isn't that nice?
Yeah, Bueller, it's nice. Do you think it's easy to sing?
Well, here's another one. This is easier. We're for you in 1952. Yes, by gum and yes, by golly, we will vote for dear old Ollie on the dragon slate. Your favorite candidate. He's the boy for me. He's the boy for me. He's the boy for me. O-L-L-I-E. How's that?
That'll be great. Gee, and if I get in there in Washington, why, that'll be wonderful. We can sing a lot after I get to be president. And I could ask Margaret. Margaret will be there, and if I get to be president, Margaret will be in Washington.
Now, dear, we mustn't worry about things like that. No, sir. Now, come if you're going to be a candidate.
It's going to be a hard choice. A hard choice, Bueller. I don't know whether I'm up to it.
You're up to it, old boy. I'll stand right beside you. And remember this, kid. In television, it's RCA Victor.
From the image orthicon tube that's the eye of the television camera to the basic circuits that make up your television receiver, most major advances in electronic television have been developments of RCA. Of course, the most important thing to you is the picture you receive. And you'll get the best pictures with an RCA picture tube. Whatever size, whatever make of set you own, you can enjoy the very best in pictures, for there's an RCA picture tube to fit virtually every set. So when it's time to replace your picture tube, ask your local serviceman to install an RCA picture tube. Then you're sure of enjoying the best picture your set can deliver. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Nathalie.
And this is Bert Tillstrom. Ollie, I was 21 in October.
Remember, ask for the new Kukla, Fran and Ollie record album the next time you visit your RCA Victor dealer. Available on 45 and 78. RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in television, first in recorded music. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.